Now, with the World Economic Forum, I only knew about them because H-Bar was on the World Economic Forum, and I was like, all right, well, I know the World Economic Forum is evil. Oh, I'll make money with H-Bar. Cool. And I kind of didn't really look too far into them, right? So as I'm watching, the new election videos, I could see there's this dude. You guys probably know who he is. Vivek Ramsey, okay? Or Vivek Ramsey. And basically, he's like Trump's butt buddy, okay? He regurgitates the same information that we all know is to be true, okay? So he's just saying what we already know, getting us to join his side. And, if this dude isn't a snake, then I like what he stands for. Cool, great, awesome. All right? So he's trying to become Trump's VP, okay? Now, before I go into that rant, we're going to watch this video on Klaus Schwab. This is the main guy of the World Economic Forum, okay? Now, this is like a real fucking thing happening. All right? This dude really exists. He really is about that life, okay? So we're going to watch this video.
Like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now, the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on, that we penetrate the cabinets. So yesterday I was on a research.
So he literally just said that he's penetrating the cabinets for his buddies in the World Economic Forum, okay? So he's sending all these fucking spies basically into our government to try to just be a little rodent, and then they're going to take over, right? So then this guy has tentacles involved in that branch of cabinet. Do you understand? If you have somebody from the World Economic Forum working in your system, they're going to be tied to your system now. Do you guys know what I'm saying? So this is not good. When he's literally saying we penetrate the cabinets, okay? I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say, okay? So that's their plan. And then we're going to learn more about the World Economic Forum later. But I want to get this thought through your head before we go to that, okay? So we already covered Vivek or Vivek. And as you can see right here, from the World Economic Forum in 2021, he was on there, okay? He was part of the class of young global leaders. Now, this is on their website of the same article from the same day, March 10th, 2021. I go out and look for it, and there's a fucking midget. And listen, I have nothing against midgets, but why is there a midget on the World Economic Forum for the 2021 leaders? What does she do besides being a midget? You're only having her there as like a circus act. This is all a circus act ploy. You're going to tell me this midget is more qualified than a very smart political student from Harvard. You can't tell me that. And, maybe she is. But I highly doubt Sinead Burke is the second coming of Christ, okay? And I just figured this out today. It kind of blew my mind that they would have this picture. Now, I'm spending a lot of time on this picture just because it is a marketing scheme for them to be like, we're very diverse, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I'm spending too much time on that. So, there's nothing about Vivek Ramsey anywhere. He's not even on the list. We go down here, no Vivek, no Vivek, no Vivek. Where's Vivek Ramsey? Okay? They took him off the fucking list. He's literally not here. There is no Vivek Ramsey. Look, I will literally hit find. Okay, find. That's it. Ramsey. Nothing. All right. And all the 6 inspirational young female leaders are all highlighted, okay? Because for some reason, there's like and again, I'm not against this, okay? But there's like a woman empowerment agenda, and it's just like the whole LGBTQ thing. And it's like a marketing scheme to use girls as like your leader. It's some weird shit. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, again, I have nothing against it. It's just weird to use like a gender to your advantage. Like they're inspirational young. Why not just say 6 inspirational young leaders? You would never say 6 inspirational young male leaders. You would just say 6 inspirational young leaders. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, then they have a fucking midget at the top. I don't know, dude. These guys are just fucking downright weird, okay? Anyways, going back to Vivek Ramsey, now that we know that he was on the World Economic Forum board and then they took him off of it, and now he's trying to be Trump's best butt buddy, and the World Economic Forum knows that everybody is going to be like, okay, Vivek Ramsey's from the World Economic Forum. You probably shouldn't vote for Vivek Ramsey. That's kind of, sketchy. So they took him off. It's a little weird. Actually, it's not a little weird. It's really weird, okay? So he's on there, and now he's off, and now he's apparently this really good guy who's trying to help out Trump. And here's the video that I want to show you guys. So I think Trump right here, he is kind of looking at this guy, analyzing him, and he's like, what the fuck are you, dude? You see him right here? Like, this isn't how you look at, like, your best friend if he was giving a speech and was hoping you run for president. He just looks really uncomfortable almost, but not really. And he always smiles when Vivek says something, like, super crazy and the crowd cheers, just because, like, right here, he's smiling, okay? And he's like, wow, okay, great speech, blah, blah, blah. He's just being a good presentation and not make things uncomfortable. Okay.
Embrace nuclear.
So we're going to listen to him.
We believe those ideals still exist. This man is going to be your next president to revive them. E pluribus unum. From many, one. And you know how we're doing it? We're doing it by speaking the truth at every step of the way. There are two genders in this country. Period. That is the truth. Fossil fuels are a requirement for...
So he's like, two genders, crowd cheers, and then Trump's like, yeah, and then he goes back to like...
human prosperity. Drill, frack, burn coal, embrace nuclear energy.
Like,
reverse racism is racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education...
And I'm only saying this because it's not like Trump and our boy Ramsey, we're just homies from back in the day. Like, hey, we're getting drinks at Chili's. Like, Trump doesn't really know him like that, okay? So, Trump's a smart man. He's going to keep his guard up.
Of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind in human history. Fight for the truth.
Barry Fleischer, former White House
president. We're going to fucking make the world whole again. Cool. Okay? So, good thing for him. It's great. Everyone cheers. But here's the thing, guys. Imagine if I were to fucking hate ketchup so much. And I'm like, I literally fucking hate ketchup. It's disgusting. And then I were to look at you and be like, yo, could you pass me the ketchup, bro? Oh my fucking God, it's Heinz? Yes. And then I would just drizzle it on my hot dog and eat it. You would think I'd love ketchup, even though you had no idea I literally hated it and wanted to vomit as I was eating it. So you could literally just pretend to be someone you're not, all right? This isn't a known, or this isn't a not known thing, right? I think this dude is a spy. Now, this is like conspiracy, ultimate conspiracy, but to me, it's really not. Like, when you look at it, why is this dude from the World Economic Forum now suddenly taken off? You can't find him anywhere. The only website that used to have his name on it now is covered by a midget named Sinead Burke. What am I supposed to think here? And now he's running for vice president for Trump, who's literally the only dude that could fucking save the sanity of humanity. Like, if Trump loses, we're fucked, okay? The Democrats are all bought out. The Democrat and Republican Party used to not be corrupt, and it was just kind of like two ideals clashing together. Now the ideals are changed. It's literally fucking tyranny and normal society clashing, okay? It's not like an in-between. And I never used to be like really Republican or Democrat, okay? I just kind of believed what I believed and had my opinion. But it seems that the Republican Party now is like the only people that are trying to save anything. So, of course, you're going to get some hardcore Republican to come out of nowhere, spew Republican stuff, get everybody on board. And again, what he's saying isn't Republican stuff. Like, I generally agree with it, but it just seems like that's how it is now, right? You pick two sides, and that's how it is, okay? So, the Republican Party has Trump, and it's our last hope, literally. If Trump loses, we are fucked. And they're going to rig the election, do some bullshit. I don't know what they're going to do, okay? All I know is the elections won't matter because once the World Economic Forum penetrates the cabinets, you think the elections are going to matter? You're just going to vote in fucking WEF number 1 or WEF number 2, okay? That's it. And we're going to be fucked. This new world order that the World Economic Forum is doing, they are literally comprised of 1,000 of the most influential people with money, status, fame, influence. Like Leonardo DiCaprio's on it only because he's an actor. He's wealthy, but not like super like Jamie Dimon wealthy. He's just very influential, right? They got the Clintons. They got everybody they want on it. And this dude, Klaus Schwab, is literally trying to create a Fourth Reich right in front of our eyes. And nobody knows it. Nobody knows it. I hear so many people not talk about this. Literally, nobody talks about this. I swear to God. You go up to somebody and ask them what the World Economic Forum is trying to do, and they might know it exists, but they know nothing about it. I didn't know anything about it till a few days ago, and I was like, holy shit, dude. They're literally going to take over the world. They're going to take over the fucking world. I swear to you. And it's really bad. This guy, Klaus Schwab, is going to penetrate the cabinets. He wants to create a society, a dystopian, and we're going to end on a video right here, okay? Now, guys, as I'm editing this video, I was like, you know what? I feel like my whole channel revolves around, yeah, we know the evil exists. Let's get rich, blah, blah, blah. World Economic Forum, woo, you know, like, let's just buy it up. But, you know, I really hope we're wrong. The only way this works is if CBDCs go to zero. And if it does, you know, I'll lose my whole portfolio. But I feel like that's a better outcome than fucking what's coming, dude. All right? So, yeah, I knew the World Economic Forum was evil, but right now I'm just doing a deep dive and trying to explain to you about this dude, Vivek, okay? And just how they're planning on literally infiltrating everything.
I don't know how it will play out in November, but what we know is that we will end up with many more unemployed, and particularly also people in the gray economy, which are not counted for, who lose their jobs. So we will see definitively a lot of anger already now, but probably increased by the end of the year, because this crisis will be with us until we really have found a remedy. So we have to prepare for a more angry world. And
you see what he's doing? He's like, oh, everything sucks, angry world. I'm the only guy with the solution. This guy talks about problems that don't exist and gives you a solution. Now, guys, this is coming from the dude who literally, and I mean quite literally, based off of their response to the COVID-19 pandemic, crashed the economy. They fucking obliterated it, decimated it, and it's all propped up on fake money now that we needed to save ourselves, okay? So when you have all this fake money around, of course there's going to be a flawed system when you're the ones fucking it up. So they're like, oh, the system's fucked. Let's create a new and better one because this one obviously doesn't work. It only doesn't work because they're the problem. And they're telling you, oh, we need to do this because there's a problem that we created. It's fucking the levels of mind fuckery these people are doing. It's honestly not even a lot. Like, I was about to say so advanced. It's not. So, like, you got to be stupid not to see this, dude. So, anyways, I'm just rambling again, but yeah, let's continue. Oh, yeah, another thing before we go to the next bit. It says right here, Wikipedia definition. And this is the context of the video, because we all know Wikipedia is really correct. So the context on this video is the Great Reset Initiative is an economic recovery plan drawn up by the World Economic Forum in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Because their response to pandemics are really good, right? If you look at their track record, they have 20 Super Bowls won, dude. They're the fucking Tom Brady of saving it. Yep. The project was launched in June 2020 with a video featuring the then Prince of Wales, Charles. Oh, yeah. Prince Charles, we know him. He's a great stand-up guy, you know, really. I wish the media would stop covering him. He's such a victim. Oh, man. It's fucking unbelievable, bro. It's a circus. What they're going to do with the whole climate change agenda, if you guys don't know, the World Economic Forum has a climate change agenda where they're trying to create this problem of climate change, and they're trying to use it as like a fear tactic and leverage to let them make decisions so the world doesn't go to shit, basically. They're like, hey, there's this problem, we're going to save you. But there's no problem to begin with. They are the problem. Do you guys understand that? People are honestly the problem for the Earth. The Earth has had so many ice ages dating back to the prehistoric times to where it's uncalculatable. The world used to be a fucking rock with molten on it, okay? it's constantly changing. And you just can't blame some fucking bullshit because the environment is getting hotter. That's not how it works. If it gets hotter, dope. It gets hotter and we fucking die. That's it. We weren't made to live anymore. Okay, cool. But there's other ways to go about that than let this dude say global warming's real. There's no reason to let this dude help you and his whole fucking posse because they're the only ones that know what to do. All right? So that's what they're doing. And the World Economic Forum is planning on taking over the world in 10 years. Okay?
How to prepare? I don't know. We shouldn't
he talks about the Great Reset.
Speculate about the outcome of the election. We will see beginning.
Already mentions the election. Yeah, we'll see the outcomes of the election, blah, blah, blah. He's like, that's what's going to determine our plan. So if Trump wins, they're just going to delay 4 years. And then after Trump's gone, Vivek Ramsey's going to step in. And then guess what? Now they have full access to the cabinet. Whoever fucking Ramsey runs against, whether he wins or lose, they're from the same people. We're fucked, guys. I'm telling you, we're literally fucked. What's all this bullshit on my screen? Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. It wants me to play a game called The Prince of Persia that looks like fucking absolute dog shit. I'm going to keep making videos about the World Economic Forum because this guy, Klaus Schwab, I want to do a whole video about him and his backstory. But this whole video would be too long if I did that. But this is going to be part 1 to a series. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.